Hello, friends, and welcome to another Sunday Survival with Stretch. I am your friend and host, Stretch, welcoming you to the next episode of Oxygen Not Included Murder, where we must start by dealing with the big mistake I made at the end of last episode, which was unleashing a bunch of HUNGERMS, which have now made Steve exceedingly, not hungry, just extremely high metabolism. And since last episode, I was thinking about it, and right now, our strategy for dealing with these hungerms is not going to be elimination, it is going to be containment. We actually want to wall in. I think we're going to wall in. Wait, are there food poisoning? Food poisoning. Okay, so that is fine. We are going to wall in the germs. We're not going to try to eliminate them right now. We don't need to, we don't have to, we don't have to get down and work within this space. So for the time being, we are just going to pursue a strategy of containment. There are basically two ways to get rid of a germ outbreak, either with... shoot, there are hungerms right there. Okay, maybe instead we will wall that space in too. Just really do not want any escaping. But for the decontamination of a germ outbreak like this, when it's in the air, you can use either chlorine to kill the hungerms or radiation. I think radiation is probably going to be the easiest route. We do have bleach stone we could stick down there in a storage container and allow it then to sublimate out of the storage container and into the surrounding air. The difficulty with that is going to be... I don't know why we have so many food poisoning germs. They're not dying very quick on the solid. But how about I finish my thought before continuing on? So we could release a bunch of chlorine down here, but you will remember that carbon dioxide is heavier than chlorine. So while we could release a bunch of chlorine down here, it's going to want to float to the top, and the carbon dioxide is going to want to sink to the bottom. And the carbon dioxide on the bottom then could provide shelter for the hungerms. And in order to have duplicants running around down here, we've got to get all of them at every level, because if they come into contact with them anywhere, they'll be able to get infected by them. Now, radiation, of course, does not float up and down like that, so I think it would be more effective. However, the question is, how do we get a radiation source in there? There are going to be two reasonably conveniently available radiation sources. One is our shine nymph here. Of course, you'll remember that the shine nymphs emit radiation in addition to light. The other is the Weeswort plant, which, as you'll recall, it cools the area around it, but in the Spaced Out DLC, they also gave it the quality of emitting radiation. On the flipped asteroid, we will have opportunity to get Weesworts, and so what I'm thinking is for now, we probably just want to seal off the contamination, and when we get the Weesworts, then we will send whoever is best in there, let them get contaminated once more as they install new farm plots, and then we will simply plant Weesworts from right to left, just killing the germs as we go, and we'll just plant and replant as we need to. Now, another problem with that idea is Weesworts, of course, give off germs of their own. They give off frost shards, which, oh crap. They give off frost shards, but I was about to say, however, frost shards go away just from heat. But look how cold it is down here. It's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're in menu, so I'm going to pause. I want to look up... Actually, you know what? We'll unpause here. We'll call this germ research part of the game. Hello? Germs? Where are you? Oh, disease, of course. So, frost shards right here. They can survive as warm as 41 degrees. Darn it. So, Maybe that wouldn't work as well. And see, yeah, it's even down to like 39 degrees. Now, however, we do have warmth over here on the side, and over time, some more of that warmth will work its way in. The warmth over here will work its way in. And I am going to have Steve continue the mission to dig down to the somnium synthesizer here, and also to complete our insulation wall in order to cut off the flow of that cold. And in fact, that is one of the last things I want to have him do before we try to get into the flipped asteroid. The other might be to actually get to the surface so that we can make our first telescope and start to work on scanning. Who is sick? Oh, how did Ashkan catch HUNGERMS? We don't have more floating around the base, do we? Ashkan, tell me you got those by going down south. Please? Please? I think he probably went down and got them there. We're just gonna have to deal with this. Everlasting hunger, calories. Yes, they're both needing an extra 1,000 calories per cycle, and it's gonna take 5 cycles for that to be done. I am so thankful we have more food production now, because we would probably be dead if we did not. Those two would probably starve as a result. However, I'm thinking it would be awfully nice if we could get some more food production going, just to guarantee everything. And you know what? I think we need, now that we have flower pots, we need to raise this. I'd like to install another row of mealwoods in here. So, you know what? I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do that before we work on continuing to dig to the somnium synthesizer. Let's do that just to guarantee our food situation. Make sure no one starves during these next 5 cycles while they recover. Then we will be in a good position in order to continue with our Oni mission. That didn't come off quite as poetic as I intended it to. I'm sure you know what I was going for. So we are going to need to get rid of the buildings here, get rid of these tiles. Then we are going to need to install the appropriate farm tiles. And we will go ahead and continue that ladder. And we will dig out this material. You know what? I don't think we really need to bother with another airflow tile there. I mean, I don't think it's really helping with airflow that much. So why spend the metal? All right, that is good. That is fine. And then let's also put... Oh, shoot. You know what I had done before I dismantled the apothecary? Let's put that on level 9. So there is a treatment for the everlasting hunger called a sweet sap shot. I just do not have committed to memory what the ingredients for that are. So we need to double check that in the apothecary, because it might require something from the experimental tree. Let's use the nice new plant pot. I'll bump that up. Yeah, I don't know if we actually need something from the experimental tree or if we can make it from ingredients we already have on hand. I've been under the impression that it requires sap from the experimental tree. I just need to confirm that assumption. I don't want to falsely assume and endure 5 cycles of look how quickly our food is draining when we could have cured the disease in the first place. I don't think I mentioned, so the shine nymphs, they do emit radiation so they can be used to combat disease. The one problem is that, of course, they're creatures, and because we do not yet have anyone with the ranching skills, and in fact, because we do not yet have... We need this ranching technology here because we need a critter drop-off point. If you have something with the ranching skill, they can wrangle critters, and then with the critter drop-off, you can drop them off at this location, so you can just manually move critters by doing that. But because we do not yet have a rancher, we would have to use airborne critter bait in order to attract the shine bugs down there. But I believe you have to bait the shine bugs with bristle blossoms, and we do not have any of those yet. We will not get them until we get over to the flipped asteroid. So we do not have an option for currently bringing shine bugs down there. So that's why we are going with the strategy of HUNGERM containment rather than elimination at the current moment. Using curative tablet. Why? Oh, he also got food poisoning. It is not Steve's day. Steve is such a trooper. He just takes the brunt of the worst in this colony. He takes the worst stress. He takes the worst diseases. He takes the worst jobs, digging in holes at the extremities of our colony, and he just keeps it up like a trooper. So we really appreciate him. Well, where are you going, Steve? What are you doing? Construction supply. Okay, I accept it. I'll stop second-guessing you. We're getting a little low on water, but we do have this supply here, so that's reassuring. I mean, we already let this little pool drain down here, and look how low we are on water already. And remember, the water is extremely important for our food production currently. It's going to continue being extremely important for our food production because we need it for the lice loaf, and then if we upgrade to bristle blossoms from the flipped asteroid, those require water also. In fact, we know that 50 kg of water gives us an extra 500 calories. Oh, but I can't see the... If we go into food, we'll be able to see it, though. I want to know what the water to calorie ratio is for the gristleberries. Calories. Well, whoops, wrong one. I wanted this. Okay, so looks like the bristleberry is 1,600 calories, and that's produced by the water. But then we get 2,000 once we cook it. So let's say we get 2,000 calories, and for how much water? Now we need to look at the plant and find out the plant. Bristle blossom. Matures in 6 cycles, requires 20 kg of water per cycle. So times 6, that's 120 kg of water, and we get 2,000 calories for that once the bristle blossoms are cooked. Now I've got to try to do the math in my head. That's the same as... So if it's... okay, I want calories per kg of water. So I need to put 2,000 over 120. That's 200 over 12. So what's 200? I'm going to ask Siri for help. Hey Siri, what's 200 divided by 12?
That would be approximately 16.6666.
So that's 16 calories? Guys, I think my math is off somehow. I don't think we're only getting 16 calories for each each kilogram of water. Oh boy. Help me with the math. Can someone post that down in the comments? Basically, I want to confirm, are the bristleberries more water efficient per calorie versus the lice loaf? If we produce gristleberries from bristleberry plants, is that giving us more calorie per water than if we use the water to produce lice loaf from meal lice plants? That is the pertinent question. See, friends, even if you hate math, and I understand math can be a struggle, I'm okay with it, but I'm not the best at it. I've learned that I've forgotten some of even my high school algebra just because I use it so infrequently, but all math is based on Real life story problems. Here we go. Sweet sap shot. Resin. Yes. The resin is something we are not going to have for a long, long time. Sticky goo harvested from a grumpy tree. Yep. My assumption was correct. Okay, so there is no treatment for eternal hunger until we get to the tree. So we cannot hope to use that. Ooh. 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 Yeah, unstable antiviral. I was aware that there was an antiviral treatment for the mutating virus from Muckroot, but I see now Pether, the modder for Disease Expanded, he added the starting foods for all 3 different types of biomes. For us, it would be the hexalent fruit, but we haven't even... Oh my god. Guy, stop, hold the phone. Test sample flask used to gather germ sample from infected duplicant into a flask for further testing. Guys, I call credit. I believe I am responsible for this being in the game. I do not exaggerate. I kid you not. Go to the Disease Expanded mod page and look in the comments. In the history, you will see there was a time when I was talking to Pether about my experience with the mutating virus and the fact that none of my duplicates were coughing, and so I couldn't use. There's a machine Pether programmed into the mod where it catches airborne germs, so you can make vaccines out of them. And I told him, well, there's a problem if the germs never go into the air because the virus in my game doesn't cause coughing, I can't get samples. And I told him it would be great if the doctors could take a test from, or like could take a sample from a sick duplicate. And guys, look at this. This is the first time I'm seeing this. He actually took my advice and put it in the game. Ah! I love Pether even more now. Oh my gosh. This is why I just love, being part of the Oni community and being connected with the mod community. I'm a mod user. I don't know how to program. Heck, if I knew how to program, I would be making mods myself for stuff that I would really like to have in game. But man, I just love how, our modders, they really care about the game and us having a good experience with it. And look, here's a real life example of Pether taking some feedback and making an implementation. So guys, I'm just so jazzed about that. It made my day. So happy about this. Could we just cap the episode here? We'll end on such a sunny high note. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, but I really am so jazzed about that. And it really does give me more ease of mind for dealing with diseases, because now that we understand that this is an option. Now notice it's not a cheap option, at least not here in the early game, because it takes 100 kilograms of water. Dirt is available, but I don't really want to go spending 100 kilograms of water on sample flasks. So a little bit of a balance there. But it does give me comfort that once the mutating virus shows up, if we still do not have any... Why are these deconstructs not on a higher priority? Higher priority, please! So I just realized that if I were following my rule of always having the levels 4 squares apart, this is actually not on the correct level, but I would prefer to have the extra farm layer here, so we're going to stick with it. That is fine. Oh gosh, guys, that just made my day. It makes me so happy and puts me at ease. Why are these guys not growing? Fertilization? I think it's just that Ellie is so busy. See, she cares for these farm plots sooner because they're closer. Remember that the rational priority mod that I use, duplicates tend to prioritize jobs that are closer. And so since these are farther away, but they're at the same priority 7, she's dealing with them later. Even though we have bleached stone, she's just not going over there because she has enough jobs closer to keep her busy. I'm not sure that I necessarily feel unhappy about that. I mean, we seem to be okay with the meal lice and the lettuce. If we have lice loaf, the lettuce does not give us any greater morale boost. So I don't feel particularly torn by that. I am happy to see that our pantry box down here is now covered in carbon dioxide. Guys, I apologize that I get distracted thinking in the middle of a sentence. And then you have to wait 5 seconds to hear what the end of that sentence is. I can only claim having a finite mind, so please have pity on me. This tree is a little stunted because it doesn't have space for all its branches, but it's the tree that gives the decor, not the branches, so we are okay with that. We have quite a bit of lumber and we're not using a lot of it, so we will allow it. Now, while our little doop-doops are working on this farm plot, I can also queue up at a lower priority. Not that, thank you. This. We'll do priority 6, one lower than the farm. Okay. We need to dig down without exposing the HUNGERMS. In order to do that, we will start digging in... if I cut here, though, I'd rather the sand stay in place just so this hydrogen doesn't get released. So why don't we... No, we can cut this, and then we'll cut this. That's fine. Then we'll cut here. And... ooh. Then we're going to have to build a ladder. Let's make that priority 7. Right there. Then we will continue digging. The ladder has to be lower, doesn't it? Has to be... right here. We'll have them build both because we want to have a ladder going all the way down for faster up and down. But for now, just to get down there, we'll build a staircase, because as I said previously, actually, we're going to have a ladder throughout all of the sand. Man, look how fast our calories are coming down. That extra 2,000 today. Ugh. Hate it. All right, now that we're through the sand, now we can continue digging the staircase. So, we can take... yeah, we can take this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. And that will actually bring us to the Somnium synthesizer. And the Jammies. Ooh. Dispense. Ultra soft sleepwear. Woo! Love that full-length mirror. That's pretty cute. Very excited to see, and it's the first time for me. This is my Somnium synthesizer virginity. Gonna see for the first time what exactly the dream machine involves. That's gonna be fun. Yep, Ellie just has so much to do with all this work down here. Yeah, our girl, she is really carrying the battle on the home front. Because she is our chief farmer and cook, but then I was also hoping that she would be able to be our first rancher. But, you know, if we added a hatch ranch to the mix, I mean, that would just be so much work. She could not keep up with it at all single-handedly. There would have to be some meals left uncooked, some plants left untended, some critters left untended, because that is more than one duplicate can get done. Now, once we get up to hydroponics, on the other hand, that will be a big help, because then she won't have to keep delivering water to the oxyferns. And in fact, see, what I'm thinking now, as far as advancement, and when I use the word advancement, what I mean, guys, is not just carrying on with the operations necessary to survive, like watering the oxyferns for oxygen, producing food so we don't starve. Advancement is when I talk about building or accomplishing anything that furthers our situation in the game. So like getting down to the somnium synthesizer is advancement, and walling in this cold is advancement. Getting to the flipped asteroid is advancement. Building your steam turbine and your aqua tuner to deal with heat in your base is advancement. And so if I talk about advancement, I'm talking about like those things. So what I'm thinking we need for advancement is first we will have Steve get us down to the somnium synthesizer so we can discover that and finish installing our insulated tiles along this vertical segment here in order to cut off the cold that otherwise will want to creep around this edge here. After that, I think we'll go up to the surface, make our first oxygen mask. Well, see, for an oxygen pump, we would have to have some power also. I don't know if we're going to try to go to the surface before making power generation, or if we'll still put that off until later, but either way, I think we should try to get to the surface, and then after that, I think it will be time to go through the teleporter and get over to the flipped asteroid. Because we do want to get a colony started over there so that they can start building up and they can work toward cutting their way to the surface, because I do want to get a telescope up there as well so we can find out what planetoids are near the flipped asteroid. Because you'll remember in a previous episode I explained that I think there's a good chance that the asteroid where we can get Drecos and oil may be within a single trip range of the flipped asteroid. Ashkan, do not eat. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let him finish eating that, and we'll just save the lice left for whoever's hungry next. Because Ashkan is sick. Alrighty, we now have our next farm plot installed. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I wonder if our duplicants can dig this from right up there. Oh, they can. Happy day. Let's also have them dig that, just in case there's something fun there. Hooray! Now Ellie can get water right from there and take it to the oxyferns. Wish I'd done that a long time ago. Now remember, even though this looks full, there's only 39 grams on it. And for context, it's, well, wait, is it 1,000 grams? Or, no, okay, a full tile of water is usually 1,000 kilograms. So that's more like a drop of water on there, but just the illustration mechanics make it look full. So there's actually very little water there. Maybe there's each of these 3 tiles is maybe a third full. Yay, water for Ellie. Appreciate you, girl. Okay, where does that leave us? Is Ashkan starving again? 3 cycles. Oh, these poor guys. I made such a mistake. I made such a stinking mistake. So displeased with myself. At least it was not catastrophic. I mean, you can make mistakes in Oni that will doom a colony. In Spaced Out, it might be a little easier in that you might have other surrounding colonies that you can use as backup colonies, so that even if everyone on one colony died... Are you starving again? Dude! My word. 1,700 calories a pop. And it's still not enough. My word. Well, all we can do is let them do their thing. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit, because at present, I think there's not much for us to do except wait for Steve to work on this advancement. Okay, this is all stone, so this water will not leak through. That is encouraging. But yeah, you know, that was one thing that I didn't fully think about before, the fact that the sweet sap shot requires that you be at the tree. And that might be something Pether didn't... Hey guys, remember back when I decided to rearrange the outhouses and crap here? Guess who forgot to put the outhouse back? Greatly limiting the facilities available to our duplicates. I'll tell you, sometimes I don't know how I forget stuff. There have been times when I've been watching streams and I see something that the streamer didn't, and I'm like, no, you idiot, you missed the pertinent thing. Well, now I am the idiot, aren't I? So, hey, I guess I should not judge in the future now that I see that I too am guilty. We are going to put those at priority 8 because we want them to be done before Steve goes and works on the other stuff. Because, see, the problem, like, look at this wash basin. In fact, let's more highly prioritize the wash basin. See how it's almost out of water? If the only wash basin to the right is out of water and they can't use it, I believe they'll just run past it because it's out of service. I don't think they'll just stay there waiting, because they could wait there forever if they're the person who needs to refill it. And so, good to have backups so that that doesn't become an issue. You know what? I'm going to issue emergency and then back to 7 just so that they quickly go and get that water. There we go, all better. Do you guys have food? Food type not permitted. Answer, no. You guys aren't carrying around germs, are you? Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. No, they don't have germs on them. That's good. So... Man, and the bad thing about them just having to go and eat so much is it simply takes them away from their work. But, hey, gotta do it in order to prevent them from starving. Nothing else we can do. Very pleased with our oxygen saturation. That's an excellent sign. Eventually, I think it would be good to move our oxyferns down here. I mean, ideally, if we could put them all the way down here, that would be even better. But you know, obviously, due to my mistake, we now have to deal with the HUNGERMS, and that's not going to happen till later. But I would like to get the oxyferns down here, as long as the heat here isn't going to be a problem, which it might be. Oh, that reminds me, I never finished building this insulative wall. That would probably be a good thing. Well, why don't we let Steve finish the priority 6 first, and this will be priority 5. Because it doesn't look like, yeah, our farms aren't in danger of being stifled very urgently, so we'll go ahead and let that wait. Oh, Steve-o, I am so sorry. But earlier, I think I was trying to express that I wonder if perhaps Pether also did not think of how, with the... What do you call it? With the Saturn critter trap exuding HUNGERMS, but not having a treatment available for it, because here on the irradiated ocean asteroid, we have the Saturn critter traps, but we do not have the experimental tree. I wonder if it didn't dawn on him that there would then be no treatment left for HUNGERMS here in the early game. And yeah, honestly, I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. Comment down below. Do you think having the HUNGERMS come from the Saturn critter trap is a good thing? Or do you think it's bad because there's no treatment for it in the early game? That's something I had not considered before. I mean, you can see even down here they are being exuded. However, down here I think the cold is killing them off because they're not really spreading out to all of this up here. yeah, if these Saturn critter traps were able to catch one of the bee tinies and produce hydrogen, then, and if the cold weren't killing off the germs, then I bet all of the hydrogen would be germy. But I guess if you're pumping it into a hydrogen generator, the germs just get deleted as the hydrogen is burned. Now, curiouser and curiouser. As we get over here, illuminating more of the map, notice that 2 of our geysers, as shown by the neutronium row here, 2 of our geysers are in this cold biome. Well, not a cold biome. Cold uranium biome. There we go. Unfortunately, friends, I think none of the Saturn critter traps are naturally producing hydrogen, and that really bums me out. Every past irradiated ocean game that I started had critter traps that were naturally producing hydrogen. And the reason why that's good is because you get a renewable hydrogen source that you do not have to fertilize with polluted water. That's what the Saturn critter traps have to be, well, irrigated. They have to be irrigated with polluted water. 20 kig a day, which is not a small amount. It's considerable. I mean, even if we had like all flush toilets here that were producing polluted water, I doubt we would produce 20 kilograms a cycle. Actually, that's a good question that I did not know the answer to. Oh, crud. Look how low we're getting on food. Let's bump up the importance of... We can put it on 8. We'll bump up the importance of those lettuce plants because I think now we need them. Because we just got a harvest of meal lice, and look how low we already are. Oh, guys, I'm scared. I wonder if someone's going to starve because of the HUNGERMS. Oh, I'm sorry, duplicates. Friends, I told you. I told you duplicates will die. I warned you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Prepare your hearts for potential heartbreak. I mean, look at this. We even have meal lice rotting in place just because we can't get it cooked fast enough. We definitely want Trivaldo to be on the cooking, not on the research, which is why I don't have him working on anything, even though it would be nice to get some more tech. Because our 2 starving compatriots, and unfortunately, I don't even know when Ashkan snuck down into the polluted area. I wish I could have prevented him, because that would be saving us 1,000 calories a cycle. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, but enough of that! What is it? Activation required. Activate! 9! I don't think he finished because he was starving. Germs all sealed in. Good, good, good. Ah, gosh, look. They are floating around in there. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, guys. You know what would be fun to put in here? You know what would be fun? It would be fun to put a danger side that says, Danger! Contamination! Where should we put it? Should we put it... I really don't want to put it behind the debris. Let's put it right here. I think it'll look nice. Let's only... no, sorry, Steve. Sorry. At this point, I'm going to put beauty ahead of utility, so you go ahead and put that as high priority. Oh, but, maybe... Oh, wait, let's watch what happens. I'm still going fast. Let's go back to normal speed. Let's see what happens when Ashkan picks out a pair of jammies. Jammies? No, Ashkan, put on the jammies. Oh, I bet it can dispense infinite jammies. Naughty, not what the? Wearing pajamas can now produce dream journals when sleeping. Is that worth it? I can't really afford Ashkan having a -8 athletics. Let's find out what's in a dream journal and if it's worth it. Danger sign. Okay, danger. Ooh, which of these best says contamination? This is radiation, poison, electricity. Wait, maybe this is radiation. Isn't this like the sign for biohazard? I think so. So let's go with the biohazard sign. And now, is there info sign, utility tag, direction, Atmo, jet, lead, dormitory, infirmary, workshop, refectory. Wait, refectory? I didn't know refectory was one of the new rooms. Where's the room list? Recreation room. Oh, I did build a recreation room. Okay, that's awesome. Laboratory. Who's starving? Ashkan. He's just having a long time running to find food. Ashkan, just be sure to eat so you don't starve before bed. I'd like to have you produce one dream journal so we can see what it is, but I don't want you to starve because you can't get to the food fast enough. Yeah, I'm getting kind of worried, so as soon as he washes his hands, we're gonna... Oh, where'd they go? What? Don't tell me they disappear. They disappear once you take them off? I'm so ticked. Okay, well, we're not going to discover the dream journal tonight, are we? Unfortunately. But yeah, I'm really confused. I did not see Refectory on the rooms list. Did you guys? No. All right, let's ask Siri for help because I'm having trouble remembering Refectory. Hey Siri, define Refectory.
Refectory means a room used for communal meals in an educational or religious institution.
Okay, so maybe that's referring to like the mess hall and the great hall. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, we're down to 0 calories. We are actually facing starvation now. I am ticked. However, these are almost done. They might actually be done by like tomorrow morning. Hopefully we won't starve to death. By which I mean one of our duplicates won't starve to death. But again, I cannot make promises. Dream journals, 0 of 25. An organic multi-cortex repository and processing system fueled by oxygen? I have to pump oxygen in there for it to work? Well, forget that. We're not doing that anytime soon. Analyzes dream journals produced by duplicates wearing pajamas. Provides a sustainable boost to duplicate skills and abilities throughout the colony. Interesting. Oh, starvation. Is there any meat we can harvest real quick? Is there? Ashkan, I am so sorry. Do it, Ashkan. Eat. He's not going to be assigned because I want him to eat it right there. Ashkan, where the heck are you going? Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it! Right there where you're sitting, where the heck are you going? 300, 32, 31. Oh my word. How much longer? Half a cycle. Okay, Steve is probably already recovered. The other guys are going to recover this cycle. Do this. Do this. Harvest all of them. All of them that are available. Okay, I think Ashkan is going to survive. I think our bud is going to survive. Oy vey. Excuse me, what went wrong here? What is not at priority 7? Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Where did I have that at? 7? Or did I have it at... Yeah, I had it at 7. Okay. Oh, good. Increasing the priority. Got our water weeds growing again. Unfortunately, it takes them a full 12 cycles to come to maturity, so they are not going to be maturing very quickly. Why do we still have a yellow alert? There we go. There we go. But we're getting a new harvest of meal lice, and that is encouraging. That is encouraging indeed. Now, in all honesty, we could also build a few more farms right here. Why don't we? There's no reason not to. Only Decor, and that is of less concern right now. We will do that. Okay. Yeah, since I now understand that the somnium synthesizer requires oxygen as fuel, that is unimportant, and we are not going to bother with it right now, because we don't even have a reliable gas pump system set up, and taking the time to build one is not top priority right now. Ashkan is about to recover. We now have more calories. I am not feeling like we are about to watch our first fatality. So, that is encouraging. Still, I can't believe that Ashkan almost died. He was less than 330 calories away from death. And if he was burning, what was it, 3,000 per cycle, and there are 600 seconds in a cycle, that's 30 divided by 6. He was burning 5 calories a second. So what's 330 divided by, well, 300 divided by 5, that's about 60. He was about down to his last minute of life, friends. That is how dire things got for our friend Ashkan. Oh my word, Ashkan. I am so sorry, bud. How did you get down there? I would have stopped you from going down there if I had realized. Oh my word. All right, well, now that we have even those additional farm plots, what we need to do now is we need to have Steve go and finish the thermal barrier. How are we going to have Steve do that? Again, I would like for Steve to be able to save the water. Oh, is it a vacuum in there? It is a vacuum. Ooh. We might be able to use that to our advantage. You know how? We would use that to our advantage by having Steve dig down here. But what we'll do, because if it's a vacuum, it won't confer much heat onto him. So what we want to do we want to stick a manual airlock. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it right here. Center it. What stone is around here? Okay, there is granite around here. That is fine then. Basically, I'm going to try to keep as little air from getting in here as possible, which will help protect Steve from frostbite and hypothermia. But frostbite is when he actually starts taking health damage. Hypothermia is the illness that you get from, that the dupes get from being too cold. Steve, what are you up to right now? All right, he's coming to build the door. That is good. Because if there's a vacuum, even though he's working right next to solids that are like negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit, he still won't absorb heat from them. And that would be ideal. So then the next question is, however, I wonder, you know what? I'm gonna have him dig to let the water level go down lower. I think that'll be helpful. Who's starving now? Ashkan again, but fortunately not as dire. And look, just like that, we're back up to 10,000 calories. Unfortunately, it's all meal lice rather than lice loaf. But that is due to the fact irrigation. Okay, Ellie should take care of that. I was saying something about a fact, but my meandering mind already forgot about it, so just fill in the blank. I don't know, is this really worth the trouble? You know, this has been against this super low... Basically, I'm just worried about this water freezing. But maybe I shouldn't be. I mean, it would be nice to have it, but it's also regular water and salt water mixed together, so maybe I should not be going to all this trouble. Yeah, I think I've made the executive decision. We're actually going to not go to all that trouble. Instead, we're just going to have Steve... finish the insulation by going in right here. We're going to start here and use the corner build trick. We're going to dig down here until we get to about the top of the water, and then we'll come over and start digging. We'll start building probably like on a diagonal, and we're going to connect it right here. We will preserve this little pool of salt water to our access, but we'll wall off the insulation right there. Who caught food poisoning? Do we need to disinfect? Now this is cool. You can see in the polluted oxygen here, the food poisoning germs are jumping into the gas. Food poisoning... Okay, they are killed by gas. So even though the food poisoning germs get up into the polluted oxygen here, they do get killed off over time. No, wait, sorry, I was wrong. They are inhibited by polluted oxygen, so they won't continue growing. Once the pollution is removed and it turns into pure oxygen up at the top here, that will kill the food poisoning germs. So that is good because basically we have a natural passive sanitization of those food poisoning germs happening there. And see how we've got a really nice 1700 grams per tile. That's very nice. I like that. And over here it is helping keep our bedroom oxygenated. That is very good. All right, so air, at least, is one thing we have going decently well for us at present. Should I have built this close enough? How much decor is coming from the mealwood? I think I am going to pull him up just to get rid of that decor debuff. Okay. Oh, Steve did that. I gotta give him the orders for the rest. Now he can finish building right there. Continue with the corner build. Actually, he doesn't really have to use the corner build trick. Maybe... You know what? Instead of going all the way down here, I'm instead going to curve this way. I think that'll do. I'll have him corner build all of this just to preserve the vacuum for whatever little bit it might be worth. And then after that, we're going to have him go into the granite here. Actually, I want to start from this side. I'm trying to figure out how can I install the insulated tile in a way that won't cause this sand to fall and release this water, but still can make the connection. Why don't we install... This is all granite? Why don't we install a tile here using corner build, meaning we need to cut all of this. Let's put a ladder... we actually should have a ladder everywhere there. But we're gonna have to have one. I don't want to cut him off from being able to go get oxygen, though. Dude, where are you going? Where are you going? What the heck? Oh, I thought he could reach that, but he can't. Okay, he ran out of work to do. My bad. See, I gotta stop blaming the duplicants. They know better than me. And then let's also do ladder here. And here for safety. And here. And here. Why not? That'll keep him busy. And then with that ladder, we can have him dig that, and so now he can access all this other work down here. So that'll be fine. Yeah, by replacing the sand with a tile, we won't have to be worried that the sand is gonna disappoint us by releasing the water. Up to 14,000, just under 14,000 calories again. That is reassuring, that is good. Still have meal lice harvests coming up. You, can I replace you with a regular tile? Whenever? May I? Me. Well, I just don't like you asking for something I'm not going to give you, so I'm going to order your deconstruction. Okay, I think all of that leaves us in a pretty good spot. Steve knows what to do. He's doing it as quickly as he can. Oh, hey, we need to replace this Mirth Leaf. I put it at priority 8, so it'll be higher priority than the other gardening, so Ellie will just get it done once and then be done with it. Travaldo carrying the day, giving us our energy. Why? Body temperature, what are you talking about? Thank you. I thought that was very unreasonable of you. Still, what the heck made him 68 degrees? That makes no sense to me. I mean, we're like in the 70s all around the base. Oh, look. Steve finished the other insulated wall. Very good, Steve. Love your work. Much appreciate you. Now, I think it would also be prudent to extend insulation down here, kind of dig down here, delete this floor tile, continue the ladder, and continue the insulation down and then over to here. Because we think in this area we might move our oxyferns there in the future. I would like to drop the carbon dioxide base down to in here, and then that way they would provide oxygen for the entire base, but then also for our material teleporter output here, because our duplicants are going to need to be working here, and I would also like the duplicants to be able to draw water from over here is probably where I will put the pitcher pump. I would like to put it here, but I would have to build more tiles in order to extend this pool over, and to do that I would have to get into the currently HUNGERM polluted area. Yeah, see, the HUNGERMS, they survive in carbon dioxide, so they're just going to sit there, like, until further notice. They're basically in homeostasis there, and they're neither going to proliferate nor die until something happens. So the ball is in our court in order to find a way to sanitize those germs. Steve still has plenty of work. We are good on that. Finding more waterweed seeds. So if we could get a reliable source of salt water, well, see, it's the reliable bleach stone. And to get renewable bleach stone, we need squeaky puffs. You remember the puffs are the little floating guys. They consume different gases and poop out. Oh, wait. Oh! 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 I'm so happy! Friends, I am so happy. I'm clapping, I'm so happy. I'm clapping, I'm so happy today. Yay, yay, hey! Happy, happy, happy. Why is Stretch so happy? Stretch is happy because there are 2 Saturn critter traps that are eating the bee tinies and producing hydrogen. All of this hydrogen, there is over 4,000 kig of it, or sorry, 4 kig, 4,000 grams on these tiles because they are regularly producing hydrogen. Oh my gosh, and look, didn't 2 more just appear when that guy matured? Maybe the hive... Oh, guys, okay, I've been playing Irradiated Ocean for how long, and it just dawned on me that there are no beta eggs. Instead, the hive produces the bee tinies. Guys, this is our renewable hydrogen source. This is what I wanted. And oh my gosh, look. Oh! Oh! I am so happy. I am freaking out. I am so happy. I wish you guys could see my face right now because I am so happy. Look at how they are producing hydrogen, but because there is chlorine down on this lower level, it's purifying the HUNGERMS. So there are no HUNGERMS up in this hydrogen. So we don't even have to worry about a HUNGERM outbreak through this hydrogen. I am so stinking happy, you guys. Oh my word, I'm so happy. This solves our power problems. It's going to take work to harness it, but this solves our power problems. Okay, what are the temperatures around here? That is the difficult thing, because it's very cold in there, and basically we would have to find a way to dig to a point where we could harness the hydrogen. Now, hydrogen floats, so I mean, it's possible we could, like, dig through here and dig down here, and then once we dug a channel down here, the hydrogen would just float all the way up here, and maybe we could put a pump up here. So that's an option for us. Granted, we would still have to send Steve to do some difficult work down in the cold, but, you know, basically he would only have to dig a single channel. I would probably have him bore right down here, just as low as this block of uranium ore. Just a one wide tile, and in time the hydrogen will rise to the surface. Now this carbon dioxide would fall. If the carbon dioxide falls, it will provide shelter for the HUNGERMS. However, the chlorine, and there's a lot of chlorine down there, guys. It's not on many tiles, but look at the concentration. Sometimes up to 10 kg of gas. That is such super high gas pressure. And it's because these Saturn critter traps, thank you for the reminder, game, are producing so much gas in this area that it's overpressure. So what would happen? I don't care if the carbon dioxide falls and shelters the HUNGERMS, because the HUNGERMS will never rise above the layer of carbon dioxide, because the chlorine will be the layer above the carbon dioxide. So it would provide this sanitizing barrier. I am so happy. I am so happy. I am so happy. Stretch is so happy today. He sings because he's happy. He sings for the hydrogen. What? What are you doing, Steve? Why are you a yodeler? Man, you didn't know you guys were getting musical performance yet, did you? Machinery plus 8, construction plus 8, strength plus 8. But why is he yodeling? Is yodeling, is it one of the new happy things that they do? Like when, like sparkle streaming is one thing they'll do. Guys! Where did he pick up more everlasting hunger germs? Breathing germ-filled oxygen? Where? Where? No, no, no. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Bad. How did they escape? Bad. Oh my gosh, I just went from happy to terrified. Shoot. Oh, I'm gonna fucking close this. No, not HUNGERMS! No! They escaped! Oh, they escaped! They're going to murder us! I'm scared. I am so scared. Okay, no one can pass this door except for Steve. No. Default access. Default shall be no passage. Default is no passage except for Steve, who has custom access to pass back and forth. No, guys, I thought we were able to cap it before they escaped. No. I need one of the shine bugs to get down there. Ugh. But now we have more hunger problems. Oh no. No. I mean, even here on the germ screen, they are so faint. I mean, you can barely see them. They're these gray motes flitting around. This entire area down here is compromised. Okay, fortunately, now that we've kept the others from going through this door, it's not going to be as bad because only one person is costing us an extra 1,000 calories a day. But still, I'm ticked. Okay, so we can definitely wrangle the shine bugs. Ellie, babe, I know I already asked so much of you, But I really need you to be able to wrangle a shine bug and transport it down there. But in order to do that, in order to give her the drop-off point, we have to research this, the critter drop-off. And I just don't want to let those HUNGERMS continue. So, Travaldo, please, as fast as is humanly possible, try to research that. And I think, you know, we're not going to have the cook time from our cook crew. Oh my gosh, I thought that I had hunted our pipsqueaks to extinction, but fortunately, we actually still have a surviving one. uh, and you know what? I want to leave this open. Oh, you know what? I think there's kind of a downward movement of air because our air source comes from up top and goes down, and then um, Steve consumes it down here. So I think that kind of makes a downward flow of air, which hopefully will prevent the HUNGERMS from diffusing up. Like we can see, they're not going up the... I stand corrected. There's a pocket right there. Okay, we are going to have to switch this to auto to try and lower the odds of the HUNGERMS escaping. Wait, what about HUNGERMS in oxygen? Multiplies in, survives in oxygen. Dang it! Dang it, Bobby! I need... Nope, not that. I need to check. Travaldo, I gotta put you back up to researching. Top priority. We need you to get that so that Ellie can... Guys, all of this trouble has come from that one little mistake. Me deciding to plant the Saturn critter trap in here so that it wouldn't be trapped underneath our floor here, thinking that I needed it for cultivation because we did not have any naturally occurring ones. And now look, we have two. We have two naturally occurring ones right in the same spot. As the poet once said, what slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. It's Steve, isn't it? Yes. How long is he gonna yodel? Come on, buddy, you gotta eat. You gotta choke down those calories. I'm sorry you have to, but you have to. Wait a minute. No, I don't... why are these the same? These should not be the same. I want them to prioritize storage in the bottom one where the carbon dioxide is. Well, we're low on calories again, but we are about to get a harvest, so that's reassuring. Gonna get a big boost when these water weeds become available. Go, Travaldo, go! Get us the drop research we need! Oh, look, we actually have 2 pips. Yucky polluted oxygen. I really do not want that to stay there. I think there must be some kind of balance between the pressure of oxygen above and below, and then the polluted oxygen is dividing it. What would it take to get that connected to the power grid? It would take more than I'm pleased with. How about, when you get around to it, run a wire up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next tiles would be up here, ideally. Yeah, there's no way I can build that without sending them up there. That'll be fine, I think. I'd rather not have them get the... I'd rather not have them get the Decor debuff, so I think we'll go ahead and run it here. Put one tile here. Put the deodorizer here. That's all it needs. Now, as far as the construction, make that a higher priority. That'll allow them to build there. Then we just need to dig out here. Unfortunately, we will be able to leave the tree in place. I like that. You stay there. Do not move. Now, Steve, because that's now sealed, is eventually going to run low on oxygen. I would be happy to put some deodorizers down here. However, you know what? I think we're going to do that first priority. Priority 8. We're going to put it here. This is where the wire is going to come down. From right here. And it's going to be 2 tiles high. So we are just going to have a nice... No, we don't need to do that. We're going to have a nice little section of deodorizers that will deodorize. These are going to deodorize the polluted oxygen as it comes through. Yeah, I think 8 will be enough. Of course, Steve is going to have to be the one to fill them with sand. Look at this. Look at our levitating mealwood seed here. And then we will also have him cut through here. Actually, you know what? Before he cuts through there, so that we do not risk HUNGERMS escaping, top priority is going to be installing tiles all along there. We need to do that before he digs out that area. So basically all of this oxygen here will be for Steve to breathe below this airlock, and then the polluted oxygen, it will evaporate from the polluted water, and then our deodorizers will purify it, so he'll get oxygen that way as well. And atmosphere? Really? Why? Fine, we'll turn this on. Someone please flippity the switchity. Once we actually have refined metal, I would be happy to add a... Wait, do we have any? No. I would be happy to stick a switch right there, because for anyone not familiar with a signal switch, when you connect a switch with a wire to a machine, basically you connect it right here, so I would just stick the switch, like, right here. When you then click on the switch after it's built, you can just manually turn it on and off. Your duplicates do not have to spend time actually going over there and flipping it themselves. So, far faster if you need something switched on and off. Using an atmospheric sensor to detect if there's enough carbon dioxide is very difficult, because right above the oxyferns, well, and around the oxyferns too, you can see there's this very chaotic mingling of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So if you just use an atmospheric sensor, tell me, did someone else? No! Ashkan, where? Ashkan, what the heck are you doing down there? I told you no! Guys, stop everything for a moment. Stop everything. Stop, stop, stop. Stop. Ashkan is idle. Look at his navigation. He can't go through that door. Well, then how did he get down there in the first place? Was there a bug or something? Okay, because if this was a bug, I should not have to suffer like this. Okay, friends, not even kidding. I have to understand how this happened. I am going to pause right here and go review the footage and find out how that happened. I will be right back after this moment through the magical power of editing. Snap, snap. Okay, friends, I just reviewed the footage, and yes, it looks like it was some kind of a game bug. So I think I am not responsible for Ashkan getting down here and getting infected. I did everything right. Basically, I said default is no one can pass through here. Steve is the only one who has custom access. So I am going to go ahead and restart to the beginning of cycle 50, the most recent save, because, yeah, I think that was a bug related to how it's a tiny door and it's on its side, and Ashkan approached it from the side. And I did not realize that is something that was possible, so I don't consider this a rewind. I consider a rewind where I make a mistake, and so I revert the game to a previous save in order to go back and not make that mistake. I did everything correctly with the settings I had here, so we're going to take it from the top of cycle 50. And what I'm going to do, friends, is I think the fact that what Ashkan did is he was running from the left here, and he stood right here to the left of the door, and it just opened for him, and he went down and picked up something to store, but then he couldn't go back. So I think maybe because he was coming from what is the top of this hatch being on its side, that's perhaps what caused the game error to occur. And to try to make sure that doesn't occur again, I'm going to build a tile right there. Okay, Ashkan, just don't do it again. Thank you. And this needs to be on auto. Yeah, I just could not believe it because I was like, there's no other way to get down there, is there? And no, there's not. It was just somehow the game programming thought that it was acceptable to allow him to make that maneuver. But it was not. It was not. Don't do it. Okay, very good. Good boy. I wonder if he needs more to do. Yeah, so now they are not able to travel through what is considered the top of the door. They are only able to go through what's considered the sides. So hopefully now, because as you can see, it considers the door to have sides. Because you've got to remember that the vanilla game, without the tiny doors mod, the doors are always vertical and they're always 2 tiles tall. So well, theoretically, there actually could be a case where someone is traveling through the quote-unquote top or bottom of the door. Oh well. Now you guys understand what happened and why we skipped back to the beginning of cycle 50. So I was afraid I was afraid after saying Ashkan almost died, he would end up starving from a second bout of eternal hunger, and I would eventually have to say Ashkan died. But no, this is an entitled, and now we've got to start this up again. This is an entitled rewind, because this was not due to player error. This was due to programming error, and whatever detail of the code allows for that to happen. Okay, how are we doing here now, friends? How are we doing? Okay, Travaldo is maybe probably a little under halfway done, because 30 plus 20, that's 50, 25, so he's about 2/5 done with the research. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. When I saw Ashkan was sick again with everlasting hunger, I was like, oh my gosh, the germs have gotten into the entire base. All is gloom and doom. We're gonna die. But yeah, you can see. I'm gonna go to the disease expanded comments and bring up the point to Pether that when there's no treatment in the early game, that might cause some significant issues. Some perhaps lethal issues. I mean, I really like that the HUNGERMS appear somewhere other than the tree. The Saturn critter traps, especially since, you know, they're carnivorous plants. You know, you could imagine that they are just so incredibly hungry after being rooted in place, unable to go and get the food that they want, that they are the place where HUNGERMS grow. But yeah, having no treatment does create an issue in the early game. But I will tell you, friends, the fact that like we have been facing starvation and big issues and like a single mistake really costs us. Friends, the whole reason I started this murder difficulty playthrough is because I just love the challenge of Oni, and after becoming a veteran and the base game just wasn't very challenging, this is the challenge I was looking for. Like, this is awesome. It is hard, but man, I am loving it, and I hope you guys are loving it because this is just so cool. Love it so much. Really glad that you fellow Oni Challenge fans are watching. Also, I mentioned this when I don't think I've posted the video yet, but recently I asked people if there are any other survival games that you'd like to see me play, whether it's colony building or maybe open world survival. I'm also a huge fan of open world survival exploration games, especially building and crafting, like my current Grounded playthrough, and Subnautica was the first open world survival game that just made me fall in love with the genre. So yeah, if there's any survival based game that you guys would enjoy me playing, please drop a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear what people are interested in seeing. And hey, while I'm at it, please also be sure, if you haven't, to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so that you know when the next episodes of Oxygen Not Included Murder are available. And be sure to like the video, because that lets YouTube know that people who enjoy watching Oni content like it, and that'll give YouTube the information for its algorithm to know that it should share the videos in the, can't remember what it's called, the browsing for other Oni fans. Really appreciate that. Again, I'm not aspiring to be a professional streamer, but I do find it fun to share these games with you, and so when I see your likes and your comments and I know that you're actually having fun and engaging with the playthrough, it makes it all the more fun for me and incentivizes me to keep taking the time to edit the videos and post them, so much appreciated. And I just noticed that it wouldn't be so bad if we extended this fire pole a little bit farther. Steve, why are you sleeping? It's because he's sick and it is taking his stamina. No, it's not. Why is he exhausted? Probably because he had to get up last night to eat. That's probably why. Now, right before we had to stop because of that bug with Ashkan, we were trying to develop the wiring for a bunch of deodorizers so that Steve can have some air down in the sealed area. Oh, look how close that guy is. It would be great if I could get him in there and then seal it off, but see, they just meander so randomly. I'm surprised he even got from here all the way down to here. So I don't think we're going to worry about that. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have no idea how to calculate, or if it's even possible to calculate, how many deodorizers you would need in a tunnel 2 tiles tall to make sure that no polluted oxygen from a big pool would make it pass before it gets purified. I guess that would involve calculations of, gosh, like calculating the maximum amount of polluted oxygen that could diffuse through a tunnel that size, and then how quickly the deodorizers can purify it. But I do not know the details needed for that calculation, so we're just going to say 7 and make that our best guess. I know, I did 8 before the entitled rewind, but that's okay. Storage unavailable. That's because we were so eager to use the seeds in the past that we didn't care to store them. So I suppose... Do they count as debris? No, they don't count as debris, so honestly, there is not much reason to pick them up. Wait a minute. Do you see how it's only counting the mealwood plants as negative decor once? I think that means the mod setting for Decor Reimagined is not as it should be. Friends, here's another snap editing break as I make sure the settings are what they should be. Actually, I'm going to wait until the end of cycle 50 so that it saves at the end of cycle 50. And then I will reload the game. But yeah, basically there's a setting in the Decor Reimagined mod that counts the negative decor twice, but counts positive only once, so that you cannot spam a bunch of high decor items. And I suspect that's perhaps why we don't have many issues with decor and stress. I would be willing to swear that I set it on the harder difficulty where it counts all the negatives as many times as they appear, because I wanted the full challenge of it, but I'm not seeing that appear, so. Okay, game is saved. I'm going to go switch that back. Snap, snap. Be right back. Yes, that setting somehow got toggled hard mode off. Now, as you can see, it's now counting all of the mealwood plants. And gosh, I don't know how long it was toggled with the hard mode off. So gosh, has Ellie been running around having an easy time? Because if the decor is too low, it creates morale penalties. As you can see, last cycle the decor was drab, -1, but it's going to be a lot worse for her now, so that may really create issues for her morale. And remember, I wanted her to get the critter ranching skill, so we now may be running into issues with her morale, which could cause issues with stress. Oy vey. Gosh, criminally. Sorry, Steve, I forgot to tell you to dig this out, please and thank you. And while you're at it, build these. And yeah, that makes... See, in any of my easier playthroughs, I would build my farms 4 tiles high, and then I would put up like literal paintings and stuff above any crops that had negative decor. But we don't even have any reed fiber with which to make paintings. We could try to do some ceiling decor, but yeah, this is going to be a lot more challenging. And this also creates a big reason for us to try to switch to bristle blossoms as quickly as possible, because they do not have the same negative decor as the mealwood plants. Now, one of the reasons why... No, wait, that's irrigation, not oxygen. What am I saying? Never mind. I thought they were lacking carbon dioxide, but no, they are lacking irrigation. Because Ellie is so busy. I keep our girl busy. And I think we have enough carbon dioxide for now, so we will turn that off. What is happening now? Steve. How long? 3.5 cycles. Oh, our poor guy. He is so exhausted. Ashkan, you better not glitch through the door again. Bad boy. Don't do that. Oh. At least we still have our naturally hydrogen-producing Saturn critter traps. That is going to be a huge help. Huge help. Huge help. Huge help. But that yields the question of how are we going to set it up? Good question. Definitely going to have a power room with... What are we going to need to have? Have to have a hydrogen generator. Honestly, if our... however... See, I was wondering if we needed to do heavy watt wire at the beginning, which is extremely awful decor. So basically, anyone who works in the power room has to be exposed to really low decor. We're in an okay state. We just do have quite a few needs that are pulling in different directions. And it's not immediately obvious to me what we should be focusing on next. We did not finish the research, did we? No. Still working on it. Travaldo, we have 26,000 calories, Travaldo, so you do not have to be cooking. Finish that lice loaf, but then go back to research, please. He's getting that for the supercomputer. Decor, -70. Ouch! Painful decor problems. Yeah, I did not realize that for probably many cycles now. I have no clue. Theoretically, since the beginning of the game, but I could have sworn it was on, but for many cycles at least, we've probably been having it real easy with decor and thus morale and thus stress penalties. Maybe I need speaking lessons, friends. What's going on, Steve-O? Are you able to get that dig? He's making the last tile here, then he's going to do this. Ashkan is being a gem and helping with the construction. You know what? I think I will... Oh, you know what? I will have him do first. I will have him do another flower pot. And then after that, we're going to put that at 5 because I'd rather it be Ashkan rather than have Travaldo take time to do that. And then we're going to copy this building. Actually, what is the... On a Mirthleaf, what range does it have? Mirthleaf 25, Mirthleaf 25, but not here. Okay, so it has a range of 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, that means we don't need this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we need to build it here, the second space to the right. We'll do it 6. Second space to the right, and then what we do is we copy this guy and put here and here and 1, 2, 3, 4. There. That way the... Excuse me, the Mirthleaf that we'll plant right here. Actually, wait, I don't know if we have another Mirthleaf. This Mirthleaf needs to stay here because it's our decor item. This one we can dig up. I'm fine with that. This one we'll dig up. Each of these are giving us what? Some of these are made of igneous and the others are granite. The ones still made of igneous rock are worse decor than the granite. Oh well, I really don't want to go to the difficulty of switching them all right now. Alright, how are we doing, friends? How are we doing? Our water supplies are getting low, but we can always put a pump here. In fact, we should probably do that sometime soon. Or, if we had power, we could put a water pump down there and pump the water into here. I actually like the thought of that. That would require... I want to get this research done first, though, because... Okay, it's almost done. Because... I'm sorry, my mind is worrying about a bunch of different things, and so I stopped in the middle of the sentence again. I want to get the research done so that Travolta will be free to run on the treadmill in order to power the pump, because the pump needs 240 watts in order to run, and however many seconds, well, it pumps maximum of 10 kig per second. So we've got over 1,000. We've got about 1,011 per tile. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 at 1,000 each. So about 13,000 kigs of water. So that's 13,000 seconds. No. So that's 1,300 seconds of pumping. 600 seconds. So basically that pump is going to have to run for a solid 2 cycles in order to pump all of this water over here. So now I ask, is that really worth the trouble on a treadmill-based power system, or should we wait until we dig over here and get our hydrogen power source? We could get the hydrogen power source and then hook the pump up to it. Don't even necessarily have to hook the hydrogen up to the rest of the base. But in order for it to work and not waste hydrogen, we're gonna need our smart battery. How much refined metal do we need for this? 200 kilograms. So you know what we really need, and unfortunately it's going to require someone to focus on operating. Did I see HUNGERMS somewhere around here? Okay. See, we need the shine bug to get down here. I don't want Ellie to deliver it for fear that she could catch the HUNGERMS. I want Steve to continue with this because he's almost out of oxygen. Let's make the digs higher priority than the construction. And then, if I do this, are you going to see... Wait, is he not connected? Now, there we go. Okay, so this deodorizer was not calling for filtration medium because it had no power. Once it got power, then it created the errand for Steve to go get it sand. Okay, yes, by putting these on top priority, he will fill them. Oops. Oh. And that is good because I do not want Ashkan to fill them, and he would be the logical one. Oh, this is waiting more, so we'll go ahead and do that. I would just like to get some of these functional before I open this tile to the regular oxygen. It'll take a while for polluted oxygen to make its way up, but I just would like to have a failsafe in the form of... Oh, shoot, are we over? No, that's potential. Okay. Who's starving? Is that Steve? Oh, it's because these are top priority, aren't they? Okay, after his next trip, I'm going to turn these back down. Oh, Steve-O, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I made that mistake. Go eat. You deserve it. Alright, so... This is online. This is not online. Not online. Not online. Barely online. Has like a tenth of the sand it should. Oh, look, we're now storing our food down here in the sanitary area. I love it. Microbe-destroying conditions have decreased this food's decay rate. That's what happens when you put it in the carbon dioxide. However, because it's unrefrigerated, it does not have as much preservation as it could. Sorry, friends, I am adjusting the volume in my own headset, and so unfortunately the volume button and the F11, F12 buttons, they're the same buttons. I just have to toggle function on my keyboard between them. So I was trying to get it right. Took me a hot minute. Steve, how long before you're healthy again? Still a full 2 cycles. Doggone it. All right, now that you have food again, let's force you to do that again. I would like to have at least 2 of them. Because there is, I don't know off the top of my head what the rate is at which air deodorizers can purify polluted oxygen. So if too much polluted oxygen comes through, just one of them might not be enough to get it all before it pushes past. So that's why I would just like to have 2, maybe 3. And he's not going to fill them unless I put them on maximum priority. So that's why I'm doing that. And then once we get... Well, we do have 3 of them because this one has some. So we have 3 of them capable. Okay, good. That satisfies me, so let's turn these back down. Then we're just going to let him work on that. But the first thing we're going to have him do is he is going to cut open this pure oxygen so he can get some extra air to breathe, because look at how much he has drawn this down. Remember, this when this tile was open, when the door was open, we used to have the same about 1,800 grams per tile on down here, but he's been consuming it all and hasn't gotten any new, so that's why it's depleted. And now he will continue with the construction. What are you doing? Hungry? Gotta eat? Okay. So for the next 2 cycles, he can be exposed to germs, and it doesn't matter. Then he should have the Everlasting Hunger antibodies for a while after that, I presume, unless for some reason they don't get antibodies like they do at other times. For other diseases, I mean. Okay, how is our Ellie girl doing? Yep, look, her morale is down, because now last cycle's decor was terrible. This is so bad, and I need her to do the ranching. Yeah, guys, for many cycles, I don't know how long or why, I don't know why that setting was not as it should have been. She was going through these farms and having an easy time because she wasn't getting the negative decor from all of these things. But now she does. You know, if Ashkan could sweep up the debris in this area, that would be valuable. What do I have to do? It's been a while since I've used these sweep zones. So, sweep zone. Okay, so I'm going to do sweep zone, priority 7. I'm going to do it all in here. And I think that will prompt Ashkan to focus on these areas. Because I can see there is debris down here, and now the debris also is being counted every time, and that's creating more negative decor. But you can see that 30 of it is from debris, whereas 50 of it is from mealwood. Oh, I told you guys it was a murder difficulty. I did, and I even got a respite for a while, so I can't complain, can I? Would be nice to have more decor in here as well. These outhouses are bad. If we could switch to toilets, that would help. I do find it funny how they register decor even while they're sleeping. You'd think that would be a time when they forget about it. See, now Ellie is getting stressed. Doggone it! I can't complain. I got a respite for many cycles. Oh, man. And you know what this worries me about now? Because she simply has... but I was going to say, she has to keep farming food, so if she gets stressed, we need to have a massage clinic for her, but then she would have to take time to get a massage, and then she wouldn't be farming or cooking. So, my word, guys, this really is murder difficulty. Holy cow. Oy vey. Oy vey. And I am also remembering that I still have not gotten Steve to finish his insulation work. It is better than it was before, though, because he did get a lot of this done. And so, yeah, look at... actually, I think this was warm before, so I guess I can't say, look at how warm this is now. What about the decor? There's no good decor. Okay, you know what? I can't recall. Have they been using both machines, or could I delete this microbe musher in order to get rid of the bad decor? Well, you know what I would want to do? Maybe move this one in order to move the pedestal over. But yeah, Ellie is gonna need more decor. How can we get it for her? It's really not gonna help much, but we could at least put down some, crown molding. Like, we could put even little bits here, here. Just a little bit of mitigation. Wait, can we put it? No, we can't put it there because it conflicts with the mealwood. And those are keeping us alive, so. But then another problem is, I like hanging pots, but we don't have enough mirth leaf things to put down. We also don't have an artist, so we can't do the statues. What is set to be dug here? Growth halted. Atmosphere. There's a plant here, isn't there? Waterweed. One of the pips must have planted it. Critter. Shine bug. Shine nymph. 9. However, let me check. Ellie. Actually, no, I don't need Ellie to do that. And we need to have them dropped there because there are HUNGERMS around there, right? See, we can get them there and they'll probably meander down there and help purify the area. And we can always relocate them if we need to. Let's copy these settings, put that there. All right. Ellie. Actually, you know what we're going to do first? Before we have her get another skill and thus be demoralized, whichever is correct, let us build, where would it be? Is it stations? Skill scrubber, yes. Let's build the ability to get rid of any unwanted skills. Where are we going to power this puppy? We really could build it here. It would be out of the way. I don't want to have to run power lines somewhere where it will create more morale penalties. What the heck? We're not going to have water here for a while, and we can always deconstruct it. So, hey, why don't we? Why don't we build the skill scrubber right here? Except, if she's down here for a while, will she not have enough air? That might be a problem, so alright, we're not going to do it there. What we will do instead is I'll just break down and build it right about... What's its decor level? Oh, it takes 480 watts. This is going to be terrible. Does she have to complete it all at once? Ah! Oh, Ellie. Other options. Where is Ellie's decor right now? Wait, what? How did she get back up to morale of 7? Last cycle's decor was poor? Really? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Also, one thing we can do is... I can't remember how much it is, but if you give duplicants extra downtime, they do get morale bonuses for that. It would take away from her work time, which would be bad, but if we really have to, we could add more downtime and let her get morale help from that. Because I would really like to not have to scrub that skill from her. We really don't have the power to do that. See, we can only create 400 watts at once, unless we have 2 people on 2 wheels, and we just can't afford that. So, max downtime morale. And, I cannot remember. How many is it? I think I can do 3. I know I can do 4. I might be able to do up to 5. Let's put it at 4 for now. And then if we actually do need to switch Ellie to it, we will see if giving her 5 would be helpful. All right, Ellie, you got to do it because we have to. We have to. Which do you guys like more? Her farm hat or her rancher hat? Tough. I mean, she wears all three of these hats, guys. She is the farmer and the cook and the rancher. Ellie wears all of her hats. Just which one best speaks of Ellie? You know what? I think she does look really cute in her farm hat. She looks like a cute blonde farmer girl, so we're going to stick with that. But we will get her the critter ranching skill so that she can move the shine bugs down there. Yep, Wheezeworts are not going to save the day. It's going to be the shine bugs. Steve, how long till you're healed? 1 cycle. Okay, so we definitely have to get the shine bugs down there before then. Man, guys, we are up to 37,000 calories. This is awesome. And in case the shine bugs need to be relocated farther down, we'll have Steve prepare by putting another critter drop off right there. In time, maybe we'll even need to make some over here. And then maybe in time, we'll even use them to go down here and purify at the source. But right now, we just have to get this area cleared. Let us check. Are there any HUNGERMS around here? And of course, the shine bugs will meander over time. So if we are lucky, I think it's very RNG. But if we're lucky, they may meander like all the way over here at times and just completely purify all of this space. And that is what we want. But we want them to start up here. Well, shucks, they could also meander over here, and we don't want that. So what we're also going to do is have Steve build a pneumatic door right here. We don't want them to fly over here and be irradiating no germs over here. We want them to stay in the contaminated areas. Oh my gosh, guys. Why are you all eating? Like, do I not give you downtime in which to eat? Look. I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. We'll go ahead and speed up just because Stretch is a little bit impatient. We're going to need more water soon too, so have Steve do the other stuff, but we want to get prepped to put a pitcher pump in there, because better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Right now, pretty much our entire existence is based on water. Definitely our oxygen. Like, if we ran out of water, we would run out of oxygen as well. Alrighty, Ellie. Alrighty. Now that you got the skill, wrangle them. Wrangle them, bugs. Close the door, Steve. Very important that you close the door. Why does she have no hat now? Now, don't fly away, Shinebug. Guys, in one of my other playthroughs, I once saw the cutest and most hilarious thing. So, there was a Shinebug that somehow escaped to the surface of the asteroid, and it was flying around, like, way up here. It was the cutest thing ever. Be free, Shinebug, be free. Okay. I thought I set this for Shinebugs. Emergency delivery, Steve. Only you can. Nope, not that one. 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 I did set it. I just set the other one. Emergency delivery, Steve. Do it. Only you can. Ah, we can't see our little trust bug. He's behind there. Oh, that's too cute. Look, there's like a little purple spot there. Go, Steve, go. You can do it. All right, HUNGERMS, where are ya? HUNGERMS. Yay! Actually, I'm gonna eliminate that. I want to put one in each location. That's the smart thing to do. I'm happy I just thought of that. Go, shine bugs, let your purifying light shine and cast out the evil, horrendous HUNGERMS. May they perish 1,000 painful germ deaths before your sanitizing glow. Go, go, radiation. Yep, this is awesome. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Purification. Ooh. See, the radiation goes through the walls. Oh my gosh, they're even going to purify this 2x3 section here. I love you, shine bugs. You're wonderful. You can stop it now. I suppose what I would also like Steve to do lastly is build some more. One right over here. Actually, we're going to put it right down there. We're going to really get the shine bug on the other side so that it starts there, and as it meanders over, it'll purify the other areas. And there are no germs in the water, right? No. Yeah, look, they purified this area in here. Oh, I love you, shine bugs. You are the dev's gift to germ-sorrowed players. And we'll put... Well, actually, but do we need it? Let's only put it there if we actually need it. There are a few HUNGERMS, yeah. I think they are going to meander over there after a while, but... Whatevs. And now that they've... Actually, now that they've sanitized this side... I just don't want Ellie to come down and wrangle them. Just in case she might be exposed. Well, but they pretty much provide the protection, so. But I'm very confident that they will meander over there, given enough time. So we probably don't have to worry about that. Go, shine bugs, go! Purifying the HUNGERMS. Okay, where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? It leaves us with needing Steve to finish doing these things. Trying to think of which way I should route this. This sand is really annoying. Could do here. I think we are going to have to keep building tiles here with the corner build trick. I love the corner build trick. I'm not sure how you could... Honestly, I'm not sure if you could play Oni, especially on these harder difficulties without it. And I'm not exaggerating. There are, especially on the flipped asteroid when we talk about lava, I think the only way to get rid of the magma on the top of the asteroid might be through the corner build trick. So I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Look, they're meandering. They're meandering. Go, shine bugs, go. Oh, look, they might get into there, though. Hey, Steve-O. Actually, well, there might be HUNGERMS in there, because they might have diffused in there, so I guess we'll leave it open. Actually, no. Looks like there are no germs. So, Steve-O, why don't you go ahead and build a tile so they don't go in there? Oh, Ashkan's trying to clean up the farms, but man, it's gonna take a long time. Alright, where does this leave us, friends? Where does this leave us? I gotta think. We do need Steve to finish this. I think where it leaves us is we're gonna need power. Steve's still sick? He must be about to heal. Yep, about a minute. That's good, that's good, that's good. Well, I'm very happy that our shine bugs were able to purify down in this corner. And you know what? I mean, the fact that they can purify through walls. See, now that this area is pure, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's pure. Now that this area is pure, we should actually open it up in order for the shine bugs to get down here and start purifying through these tiles whatever germs they can here. Because remember, the germs tend to diffuse evenly, just like gases. Basically, if the shine bugs start killing off germs at this end, I believe it'll start pulling germs from the other end. So basically, we might be able to purify down to very low numbers of HUNGERMS just by having the shine bugs stay right around here by these walls, using their radiation through the walls to get rid of the HUNGERMS on either side. And to help with that, like maybe we'll remove this tile, we'll get a shine bug in there, and then maybe we'll build a tiny door in order to seal them in there. That might be very valuable. Well, so friends, this has been both an exciting and yet kind of horrifying episode. And look, Ellie is now the one who's stressed because she is having so many morale issues. And gosh, that makes me really think that we got to get that skill scrubber online. You know what we should do? We should get our hydrogen system going, because the hydrogen generator produces 800 watts. Plenty to run a skill scrubber. That way she can scrub her skills start to finish, no lapses in power. She won't be able to move the shine bugs anymore, but that's okay. Maybe we'll just try to build doors and trap them in there once they get in a good spot. But yeah, she's really going to have trouble if she stays at low morale, because remember, that high morale bonus, and look, now her feet are down. Her high morale bonus, it provides... she's destructive. I'm actually okay with destructive. I prefer destructive to vomiting, because you can repair the machines easily enough, but when someone is puking all over the place, that's difficult to deal with. And there's a germ risk. Come on, Steve, you're healed now, aren't you? Yay! Radiation-resistant aquatic diet. He must have gotten some lettuce. Good, because now he has to room with the shine bugs. Everlasting hunger recovery. Nation of Hungry. That's gonna protect him for 2 days. But, oh yes, look at our shine bugs! They're doing it! This is all purified now because of the glory of their radiance, which casts out the evil of germs from before it. We're gonna start a cult, the cult of the shine bug. Oh my gosh, they just purified the entire thing. Yas, shine bug. Yas, shine bug. Oh my gosh, that's it. I want... Oh, guys, one of the decorations, I don't think we've even researched it. The sculpting block. I think that little sculpting block, if you have a masterpiece artist, I think one of the sculptures is a sculpture of a shine bug. I want it so much. I want one in honor of our noble shine bugs and the incredible work they have done. Oh, I love them so much. They've just purified this entire area. Thank you, noble shine bugs! Let's make one more look. Try to make sure there are no HUNGERMS hiding out somewhere around here. No, no, no. 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 Scream if you see HUNGERMS. Happy day. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, when shinebugs took, when shinebugs took, when shinebugs took, when shinebugs took, they took HUNGERMS away. Oh, happy day, happy, happy day, oh, happy day. Guys, this has been the most musical and lyrical episode ever. Hope you enjoy it. I'm having outrageous fun with it. Alright, we're going to put that on open. We're going to hope that a nice little shine bug comes down there, stays for a while, and we can lock him in there. That way he can purify the germs through the wall, and hopefully, if my germ diffusion theory is correct, that will hopefully eradicate almost all of the germs down there. And honestly, if they can just get it to a level that does not cause infection, because all of the duplicants, like see here how it gives numbers for all of the illnesses, that's the contraction threshold. Basically, they have to get at least that many germs of that type on them in order to have a chance of catching the disease. They won't automatically catch it, but they have a chance. And if it happens repeatedly, it's inevitable that eventually they will catch the virus. So, I can't see his HUNGERMS because he's immune. However, we could always look at someone else. HUNGERMS 34. Okay, so basically we would have to go and get the HUNGERMS down into like 10 or 20 in order for them to not be at risk. So that is good to know. Okay, I think we have to focus on power. I think we have to focus on the power. There is no other way. We prioritize today. Honestly, guys, I don't know why I'm in such a singy mood. I really don't. Apologies if you hate my singing, because that must be horrible. Hey, we have our first pinch of pepper seed. Is there anything we can do with a pinch of pepper plant? In order to cultivate it, we would have to have a really, really warm area, like over 95 degrees, and cultivate it with polluted water. I think we're going to worry about that later. Right now, we have bigger fish to fry. And I'm going to put all this at priority 6, because I'm going to have my priority 7... Since we have a lot of calories, I am going to... deconstruct this one. Which gives us more decor over here. Pedestal. Earth leaf is very high as well too, though. One, two... Really? The pedestal only has a range of 3? Darn it. Gosh, it would be really nice to rearrange these machines. I mean, the 2 I'm going to keep. I'd like to create space for more decor items between them. It's just going to be difficult, painstaking, and... Oh my gosh, Ellie has so much stress. Okay. She needs more morale. We have to give her more morale. So, let us put her on... Where's our schedule? Okay, she's going to get the 4 breaks now. Wait, Elliot! I just realized I didn't switch her. Ellie! Did I not give her her hat? She must have her hat. Oh my goodness. She is our adorable, gorgeous little farmer girl babe. So she must have her farmer's hat. All right, go eat. Go have your downtime. Go get a drink at the water cooler. Go be hip. Yes, hurry with deconstruct. Actually, now is the time to rearrange the food machines when we have so many calories. Oh, I want Steve's help for that construction, but I really also need him to be getting us the power. Hungry again? You better not be sick again. Okay, contact with food poisoning germs. Where'd that happen? How'd that happen? Yeah, so at stress level 60, the duplicates begin to do their stress emotes, which slows them down, and it also slows down their friends, because the friends like do that little emote where they hold out their hands and like, come on, keep it together, man. See, right there. Now Steve's doing it right there. So that slows them down. So duplicates being over 60% stress is where the problems start, but when they hit 100% stress, that is where things get really bad. Now, where is her morale? No, I need to see what contributed. 4 shift break plus 3. Okay, let's increase that. I believe a 5 shift break. I think 5, I'm pretty sure, is the max you can do. We should be able to get her a plus 4 morale from a 5 shift break. And I'd prefer that over her going nuts. I think that'll help tide her over until we get power, get the skill scrubber up, because I don't think we need her to move the shine bugs anymore. So that is okay. Are we following her? Yes. That's only a 5% stress improvement. Why'd her morale fall again? Wait, she does not have... Oh, I think she just lost her, what's it called? The mess hall plus 3 morale. That's what she lost, so now she's down again. Because, yeah, the morale credits... Wait, now she has it again? Ellie, why are you so fickle? I really don't know what's going on with her right now. Wow, right now the follow cam on her is the only thing bringing her... Oh, and now it just changed because she got her feet wet. Gosh darn it. Well, I can't keep watching her. I have got to give Steve the orders. First of all, Steve, deconstruct that, please. We're going to move the grill over here to the far right, and that will allow us to put decor items between the two. And I think that'll be really beneficial. And then we're also going to put some... So yeah, basically you always want to keep your duplicates under level 60 stress. Shoot! Why was there meat there? Keep them under level 60 stress, and you will have no practical problems with their stress level. You know what? Actually, that doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, you go ahead and build that there, and then I am actually going to move this as well. Let's do that first. I am very happy with this little pantry here. I like that a lot. effective. And then these 2 ration boxes, those can hold 150 kilograms. Eventually, those will get replaced by refrigerators. Haven't even researched that yet. Refrigerators take power, which is why we're not using them yet. But eventually, we'll replace these 2 ration boxes with 4 refrigerators. And then our food preservation will be complete. Barbecue, do it! Nah, we will not make a pickled meal. We do not need that. Does it not have power? Oh, I did give it power. Aren't I so smart? Don't disagree with me. Just nod. Say, Build that, and then deconstruct these for decor's sake. And then instead, what we're going to do, this is only a range of 3, so, okay, we're going to move Monsieur Pedestal right here. That way the benefits of the pedestal will be available to... Shoot, I did it wrong! Cancel. Cancel that as well. I do need the microbe musher to be right here. Dang it, I didn't need to deconstruct it at all. We're going to put them both right there. That way they'll be close enough to give the decor bonuses to dupes standing at either the microbe musher or the electric grill. But I need another mirth leaf. Mirth leaf, woo! Ah, DuckTales. Wasn't it great being a 90s kid? Not dating myself at all there. Insufficient resources meat. Why? Oh, don't tell me. Wait, is there any meat out currently? No? What, did they pick it up and cook it that fast? Did it rot? Ah, shucks, food poisoning. But why would there be food poisoning on the meal lice? Ah! Go wash your hands, Ashkan. The inspector is going to be very displeased with you. I don't know why he would have dirty hands, because that should just be from handling the polluted dirt, and he should wash after picking it up. That make me mad. And I'm doing all this stuff in the kitchen. Lice loaf, forever. Lice loaf, forever. All right, now. Decor, decor, decor. Does this thing give us any decor? Yes, it gives us 10, but might as well put it on the pedestal, because that gives us total increase of 20 more. So, furniture. Pedestal. Gonna put it right there. Then put another flower pot. And then put crown molding across there. Then we need to finally get this pitcher pump up here. We are gonna put it right there. We're gonna make this... Gonna make this tile. I really just like this spot of water right here. Let's see if I build a tile there, if it'll move over. I don't want it to move up, because it'll make their feet damp. But we might have to do what we have to do. Okay. Good boy, Ashkan, helping with construction. Way to keep up with your errands. Wait, are you telling me you already picked up... You did not pick up all the stuff around there, and Ellie needs your help. Why are you building instead of sweeping? Ah! Why did I put you up there? I don't know. And then let's, of course, build another tile. Ah! Why did you get soggy feet, Ashkan? Bad boy. Let's do that. I want them to put tiles in here because Steve's going to be running back and forth here frequently, so I'd rather have the increased run speed. Of course, it creates more debris, which is not fun. Maybe for that reason I won't install anymore. Let's think instead about what has to happen. Actually, what if we just do a staircase? That will work. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wait, this is granite, which is harder to cut through. This is sedimentary rock. Unfortunately, there is sand above it, and I cannot bring that sand down because it will let loose this torrent of water. Darn it. But let's go through here, through this igneous rock, then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then shoot, I forgot that we need, before we're going to be ready for hydrogen power, I forgot that we're going to need refined metal. So we actually have to get our rock crusher first, and he is just going to have to run off of the treadmill power because this is a prerequisite for getting the hydrogen power established. But you know what, friends? We have been at it for quite a while. I think it's been probably at least 2 hours real time that I've been at this. I think I'm going to cap it at the end of this cycle when the game saves at the end of cycle 56. So what we now know is, now that we have purified the HUNGERMS thanks to the blessed shine bugs, and from now on I am going to call them the blessed shine bugs or the saintly shine bugs because they have dispelled the darkness of the HUNGERMS with the glory and holiness of their radiance. So we're going to create the cult of the shine bugs. And so now that we've purified that, we know that we are ready to continue on with our advancement missions. We are actually now doing fantastic on food, now having 42,000 calories saved. And you know what that makes me realize? We should now look at perhaps spacing out our farms here. Nah, that's more construction. We're probably going to proceed with power, and then we'll perhaps look at spacing out the farms. But we're going to tackle the power and the metal prerequisite on the next episode of Oxygen Not Included Murder. Looking forward to it, friends. Looking forward to you joining in the fun. I will catch you later. God bless you.